Lucky Boys Podcast.
And you guys were very successful in your Kickstarter, right? Did you guys hit all your goals?
Yeah, so we had kind of a coming to Jesus moment where we're just like, well, we're going to go public on Kickstarter. And the thing about Kickstarter is that, you know, if you don't make your goal, you get no money. Mm-hmm. So it was just like either, you know, it's going to be a public failure if we, you know, don't make it. So it's, and I think I probably told the team that if we don't make this, I'm done. You know, like it's just like, because we won't be able to get an audience and it's going to look bad. And how am I going to pitch this to investors? But then at the same time, I was just like, but the goal has to be big. It's either go big or go home. And so...
Shoot, I would think a lot of people would kind of take a step back. Did anybody push back on the team, say, hey, if we go big and we don't hit that goal, like, why can we start with a lower bar? Like, I'm pretty sure someone must have said that.
We did. Right? I mean, we went back and forth.
Because I'm thinking, like, I'm listening to you, like, if I'm part of your team, I'm like, hey, why don't we go for something easier? So we don't...
Easy layup.
Low hanging
go for the layup.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, like, the layup level was, like, I think we were thinking about, like, 15, 20K.
Right.
And then, which is usually the average if you look at Kickstarter.
Yes.
Film projects for Kickstarter. And also those films are done. So there's mostly those funds are used for post-production to kind of finish it.
Right.
But we didn't have anything.
Or a short film. 15, 20K is usually a short film.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And so, you know, the story is that, you know, we were going back and forth on our, you know, weekly meeting, and we were just like, and I just kind of got fed up. I was just like, look, I'm done pitching to these studios. If we want a statement win, it's 50K and above, right? And then we were thinking, well, how about 50K? And so I kind of did my research, looked around, and I was like, yeah, but all the projects who did 50K, that's not a big deal. Like, it's just like, you know, like, because I was thinking, like, what's the message here? Like, what are we trying to do? If we get 50K, you know, that's not we're not sending a message to all the studios that we have an audience. So we doubled it up, and we did $110,000, and
as the initial goal.
And that's
what you went public with, 110.
We went public with 110, and we were sweating bullets for 30
days.
30 days.
And Alan, that would have been on you, because Bao and the rest of the guys said, I told you.
I admit it was my idea to go that big. I mean, I wanted big. I didn't have a specific number, but like for me, it was just like, I just want the statement win, you know, the fuck you, we made it, you know, type of thing. And so
balls on this guy.
Got you, bitch.
Yeah. And so, man, like as a team, we put in a lot of work to,
I bet,
every day reaching out to people and just, you know, like messaging people like, hey, you know, this and that. And then, and so after about, I think it was 25 days, we were at 50%.
Wow.
And we only had like 10, like almost a week left. And I was just like, I stared at it and I was just like, well, we can't, you know, I can't bring this back to my wife and say that we failed, because we already burned through 5 years, and that was already rough on the family. And so, and then all of a sudden, you know, like we had Ronny Chieng see our Kickstarter.
Comedian,
big ups to Ronny. Like he tweeted, he backed us, and then. That's when the firestorm kind of started.
Wait, so he didn't know any of you guys. But he saw what you guys were doing.
Yeah. Well, I think it went on. Bao did an interview with Angry Asian Man, I believe, or.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe Yuji did.
Someone
our
did.
Producer Yuji Okamoto.
So Angry Asian Man, I believe, either retweeted something about our Kickstarter, or I don't remember the specific story, but like, you know. The Asian American audience out there really supported us, came out, and helped us out. You know, like, you know, big ups to Hudson Yang and his dad, Hudson from Fresh Off the Boat, tweeted about us too, backed us. He's been a backer. You know, he came to our premiere down in LA as well, and because of those guys, we had a megaphone. And
I love that, man.
And then it spread like wildfire. And by, I think we had 5 days left, all of a sudden we shot up $50,000, and
like it was a layup.
And then we made it. We ended up having raised $124,000. We went over the $110,000.
At the skin of your teeth, but you did it.
We did it, and I would never do it again.
Yeah, you do it once.
Sweating bullets.
You do it once.
It is stressful as hell, man. And
that's a lot of weight on you.
Yeah.
And your team,
you must be clicking like refresh.
Oh
the
yeah,
entire time.
yeah. We were refreshing like constantly, and we're just like, "Yo, we got another $500." Like it was like, oh god. But that's indie film. Like you have to make it happen. So.
But at the end, you guys exceeded that by. I mean, you guys hit the 7-figure mark, right? Well, by the time you were in the process of making the film.
Us outside of the Kickstarter. So
Right.
we hit the Kickstarter that went above that, but that didn't mean we were done. Like that was really a tenth of our budget essentially.
Right.
We still had to raise the rest of the whole, and that's kind of like put it like to what Alan was saying. That statement when put us in front of eyeballs and put us in front of other people that we normally wouldn't have been able to pitch to, and then they came to us, or they were willing to at least hear us and meet us, and so that kind of opened up a whole nother door for us to find private investors and supporters.
Was there like a video they could see, like Hudson and Ronny Chieng? Like what made them want to put you guys out there?
Well, we had shot. So yeah, backing up, we had portions of the film, portions of the funding in place, and we decided to shoot parts of the film. So you saw the film. So it's the part where the actors, the younger portion, the 80s and 90s segment.
The VHS.
I love the VHS part.
Yeah.
I love those guys were awesome, by
Yep.
the way.
Yeah.
I love their
Yeah.
chemistry.
They're great.
They're crazy.
Super
They seem
crazy,
Are they
yeah.
stuntmen or are they actors?
Actors, stuntmen, yeah, a lot of,
Yeah.
like all of them are kind of in that
Their
martial
skill
arts
level
action
just
world.
exuded on the screen.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
needed that swag. So I think
Yeah.
that was something that we needed, and we cast them right away to shoot just that portion of the film, not knowing what the rest of the cast is going to look like, or kind of like just shooting this portion, because what you could do is a proof of concept, but oftentimes it gets redone. Like that's not really part of the movie. I wanted to shoot pages from the
But
movie.
you actually used it
Yeah, I
in
want
the final cut.
Yeah, because it's like, why you go through all that effort to just redo the whole thing? Like with any, like let's shoot pages.
Money.
So
It's money.
so we shot 10%, the first 10 pages of the film. We took that, we cut that into a trailer, and that was kind of the main asset, the main attractor for the Kickstarter, and after that as well. So I think it was that, and just becoming that conversation piece, and all the stuff around us.
Wow. Wait, so you
Amazing.
when you knew you were going to use that in the final cut?
Yeah.
Or did it
could
just fit?
Yeah. No, we planned for it. And I think even the actors didn't even know. They were like, is this just some kind of screen test or something? But it's like, in terms of preparing for us, like I need to know what I'm setting up here that's going to pay off later, right? So we had to map all that.
Don't they usually
Before-
do a short film?
They usually do. The good ones usually do, but we didn't. The smart ones do.
Ronny Chieng is in a short film.
That's
speaking of
usually,
right
yeah,
now,
usually
that's
condense
gonna
the
come
script,
out.
or you take a piece and then like use it as a intro, or kind of a proof of the concept, or showing the world, and then parlay that into raising the rest of it. But we've done that before. We've kind of like seen all that things like Kung Fury. Do you remember Kung Fury?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
yes.
that
I
was like
remember
a
that.
concept piece, and I
Yeah.
think they're doing a feature out of that now. So that's an
Right.
example where they're going to basically redo everything. But for an indie film, we can't afford. I'm not going to go through all that just to remake the wheel.
Yeah,
So we just
yeah.
want to shoot the pages and actually have something in the movie. At worst, it could have been vaporware. Like, it's smart now. We're looking back, but
Yeah.
in the moment, we were like, that's
It's
a real big risk. That's another big risk. The artistic risk that we were taking,
Right.
of just putting our foot down and making it and shooting that.
I think it turned out well. I love that
Yeah,
and
man.
how you incorporate that into the film.